Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mayowa, and today I'll be showing you how to make this stylish 6 pieces panel skirt. Now, before I continue, I would like to thank all my returning subscribers, and to my new viewers, please kindly hit the subscribe button and also hit the notifications bell right beside the subscribe button so you can be notified when I come up or post new videos. So for today's video, this is going to be a foundational pattern. So you get your basic skirt pattern from your full body. So if you have your basic skirt pattern, you get your basic skirt pattern, and then I'll be showing you the different alterations to be doing to get and to turn this into a 6 pieces panel skirt. So let's get right onto it. Now, the first thing you need to do to alter this pattern is to measure from your waist. So you measure on your body, you measure from your waist to 2 inches above your knee level. So whatever you have, you measure it right on your pattern and locate it. So this is my above knee level here. This line here represents my above knee level. Now, the next thing you need to do now is to decide how much you want to take in here, just to give you that pencil shape at the knee level. So if you want to use 2 inches, for me I'll be using 1.5 inches. So what I'm going to be doing to get this, because I want to distribute the 1.5 inches all over here, so what I'm going to do is to measure in 1 inch here, then the remaining ½ inch I'll divide it into 2, which gives me quarter. So I'll measure that quarter in here and also in here. So I'll just show you how to do that. But if you are taking in 2 inches, what you need to do also is to measure in 1 inch here, then the remaining 1 inch you divide into 2, which gives you half, and then you measure the remaining half here. So I'll just show you how to do that now. So I'm using 1 inch for mine, well, or rather 1.5 inch. So I'll use that. I'll use the 1 inch there. I'll go in by 1 inch. Then the remaining ½ inch, like I mentioned earlier, I'll divide by 2, which gives me quarter. So I'll come here, I'll come right to this dot line here and go in by a quarter here, and then I'll come right to this dot line also here and come here also. So I'll measure from here quarter, and also from here quarter. So if your own is 1 inch, so that is ½ inch, you measure from here ½ inch here, ½ inch here. So I'm using quarter for mine. So I'll measure my quarter like this. Then I'll connect this to my hip level here. Then I'll connect this to the dot line here, and then I'll connect this to the dot line here. Now there you have it. You connect this to the hip here, you connect this to the hip level also here, and you connect this to the hip level here. Now the next thing is for me to label this. So I'll label this my center front, and this is my side front. Then I'm going to be cutting this open. So I'll cut this, then I'll divide this also into panels. So this is going to be my panel 1 and my panel 2. Now let's do that. Now please make sure you mark your pattern here, just so you don't make mistake, because they look similar, so you know which side is which side. So this is the joining part, this is the join, this is my side, and once I close this up, this is my zip allowance. So this one will be on fold. So I'm going to fold this part for the front and then leave it open for the back, because I'm using this pattern to cut both my front and back pieces. Now, to get 6 pieces, to get our extension here, I'm going to pick up another piece of paper. So I'll pick out another piece of paper and place it underneath this. Then from here to here, I'll extend it just to cover up for the full length of my skirt. You know, from here to here is from your waist to 2 inches above your knee level. So if you are making a long dress, you now have to extend this line all the way to the hem of your skirt. So now I'm going to extend the line to the hem of my skirt to cover the full length. Now this is my entire length from here to here, shows the entire length of my skirt. So I'll come here to this knee level here, and then I'll measure what I have from here. Then I'll measure it right here. So once I have this, the next thing is to decide how much you want to extend this to give that flare. So you decide how much you want to extend it. You can go from between 5 inches to 6, 7, 8, 9, however you want it. So for me, I'm just going to go by like you can go like by 6 to 7 inches, just to give you the wideness. Then you connect what you have from here all the way to the knee level here, and that's that for the center front. So all you need to do is just add your allowance here, your hem allowance here, half-inch allowance here, and that's basically it. So I'm going to do the same thing for the side front also. Now for the side front, you place your side front in the middle of your extra bit of paper like this. Then we extend this line to accommodate the full length of our skirt, just like I did with the center front. Now this represents the full length of my skirt. So I'm just going to draw a line from here. So I'll draw a line from here down and from here down to represent what I have here. Now you pick up your center front, and then you check whatever it is you measured from here. You check that, and then you measure it from here, and also from here, just so that everything will be equal. Then you connect the line all the way to your knees. And that's that for the side front. All you have to do is just add your allowances here. You add your, because this is like the part you'll be joining to your center front, so you add like ½ inch here, 1 inch for the hem, and then 1 inch for this side, because this is the side of my skirt. Now that's basically all you have to do. Now just so that you don't have sharp points here, what you need to do is to go up. You can go up by like 2 or 3 inches. So I'll do that now. Then you can pick your French curve to draw a curved line here, just so that you don't have a sharp point here. Then that's all there is to it. So how much the wideness of this part of your skirt depends on the amount of extension you put here. So you can go as many inches as you want. You can even also slash and spread this whole part just so that it is wider and wider. It basically depends on you and what style you want to make, but this is the basic steps you need to make your own 6 pieces panel skirt. So I'm going to be cutting this up and then cutting on my fabric. So all I'm going to do is to cut I'm going to cut this one, 2 pieces of this one. So I'll cut 2 of this and I'll cut 1 of this. So that gives me the 6 pieces, because 2 plus 1, this is 3 for the front, and then 3 again for the back, and that gives me the 6 pieces panel skirt. So to cut this, I'm just going to fold this part to cut my front, unfold, and then I'll open it to cut my back to accommodate the zip allowance, and that's all there is to it. Now these are all my cut out fabric pieces. This is my center front, my side front, another side front. This is the center back. So please make sure you notch all of this appropriately, So make sure you notch it here, you notch this part, you notch this part, notch this part, just so that when you are sewing it aligns. So you notch this part, you notch this part, notch this part, notch this part also, just so that when you are sewing everything aligns and then you don't confuse them. And make sure you label your fabric pieces also. Label your center front and your side front. Now I'm going to go right ahead to sewing this. So all I have to do to sew this is to join them together by ½ inch, the ½ inch allowance that I added earlier. So I'm just going to join them together, and that is basically all. And this is the front piece. So you make sure you iron the seams open. So you iron all of the seams open, and then we'll do the same also for the back piece, and then you add your zipper also to the back piece. Now this is my center back, so I already joined this together at the middle. So what I'm going to do is to iron this part open, then I'll place my side back pieces here, and then the second side back. I'll place my first side back piece here, and then I'll place the second side back piece here, and that would complete the back piece. Then once I'm done, I'll just pick the back piece and the front piece and the front piece rather, and place them both right sides together, and that will be all for this kit. And this is my completed sewn 6 pieces panels kit. So of course, if you are trying to sew this with lace, you know that you need to cut a lining for this, and you know that you have to cut the lining also exactly the way you cut this your fabric. And this is my my skirts, my completed skirts. So like I mentioned earlier, how wide this part is going to depend on how much extension you add when you are connecting from the hem of the skirt on your pattern to the knee level. So if you want it wider than this, you can use, I mentioned using like 6 inches, but you can use more than 6 inches if you want. Depends on how wide you want it, and you can always slash and spread your pattern to add more fullness within it. And that's all there is to do for this skirt. And that's all for today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.